Hey, hey. We're here for another edition of the Sit Down at Uptown. Sit Down at Uptown. You know, we chop it up with all our comedians who hit town. I'm your host, Angelo Sykes, and owner of Uptown Comedy Corner. Tonight, man, we got one. We got one, a good one for you, man. We got my man, Shulerking, in the building, man. What's good, brother?
What's going on, man?
How you doing?
I finally got me up here.
Hey, man, we finally got to this moment, Shuler. How about that?
Here, man. After all the insinuating and insisting, we finally came here, man.
We done finally came here, man. Hey,
What's
man. So, Shuler, I'm just going to start by saying this, brother. You know, like you said, it's been a long time coming. But, man, when I say you here at Uptown Comedy Corner rocking it out, I mean, shows completely packed, man. All the shows have been dynamic. You giving these folks everything they want, man. So shout out to you, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it, man. I really do. You know, I'm glad that people are happy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, finally to come here and, you know, there's certain clubs that's like a rite of passage. So when you come to Atlanta, you know what I mean, if you say you're a comedian, you know, one of the first things people say, you been to Uptown? That's how that goes. I mean, that's real, man. So, you know, I'm happy to be here and to say, you know, I got one of the, I remember doing a bad open mic set on Marietta Street, the old location.
Right.
This was years ago. I'm talking about maybe 2007, 2008, something like that. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to live in Sumter, South Carolina. It was my hometown, right? So I drove 4 hours to Atlanta. I didn't know the open mic situation in big cities. I come from a small city, so, you know, I didn't know that you could put your name on the list. That don't mean you getting called up.
Right.
So I remember one time I came up, you know, I wrote my name on the list, and I was the first person here, but I wasn't the first person that was called. So I'm like, what the hell going on? And then they, you know, I came, my cousin came with me, you know what I mean, and she, you know, we sat down at the table, and one of the waitresses came. Now, I had been doing comedy for a couple of years now. What always happened with me was I would write down my little jokes that I wanted to say, but I get on stage, get so nervous, I forget the joke, but I would improv and still do good. So I got a little cocky. I was like, oh, this natural. I be forgetting my jokes and still be doing my little 5 minutes, be still killing. So I get on stage and I'm thinking, you know, I'm good. The waitress came to the table and she was like, do you want a drink? And I was like, nah, I don't drink at comedy clubs. I still don't drink at comedy clubs. She was like, nah, I don't drink at comedy clubs. You know what I mean? I'm going up. I might go up, so I ain't, you know. I'm cocky as hell. Man, and I didn't know it was a night McGriff was hosting, and they did the keys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they do the, man, I went up there, and I didn't know that people came to do the keys. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, you know, so what happened, I get on stage. Soon as I get on stage, this lady goes, look at your shoes. And I was broke, so you know what I mean? My shoes wasn't hitting on shit.
Right.
And so I shot a little shot at her. People started laughing, and then I started to try to get into my set.
Okay.
Once I started getting into my set, I heard them damn keys. Them damn keys, bro. Them shit, I had nightmares about them goddamn keys for years. And I imagine, you know what I'm saying, you get keyed, and you got to walk through the same crowd that just got through keying your stupid ass. And I sat down at the table, and the waitress was there. And she was like, "You want that drink?" My cousin was like, "Yeah, get him to him. I got it. Yeah, you can go and get you them fucking around and got keyed out here with your little stupid ass." But you know, to come from that, you know what I'm saying, and you know, I did have like a full circle moment back in, after that was 2011, 12, something like that. Pierre did his Slice 2 premiere at the club.
Yeah.
And that night, the film stopped, if you remember that.
I do.
And I got on stage, you know what I mean? And I wasn't the only one that got on stage. Rodney Perry, like, you know, it's a room full of comedians. So while they were trying to get the technical stuff out the way, Rodney Perry started hosting and started bringing comedians up. And I had just featured for Pierre like a couple of weekends ago. Like that's how I got in the movie, because I had featured for him and he asked me to do the thing, the audition for it. So Pierre's best friend, I can't remember his name, brown skin guy, he passed away. Now I can't remember his name, but I was like, hey man, if y'all want me to go up, I'll do it. And he was like, Me and Rodney good now, but Rodney didn't know who I was at the time. And I think he said, hey, Rodney, put him up. Cause I had, he knew he was like, yo, put him up. You know what I mean? And Rodney gave me this look like, who is that? You know what I mean? And I'm still broke. I had a little jacket on, extra big, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got up there, and my little set, man. I was trying to get revenge on the for the keys, man. So I ran up there, and had to hit them hard, and that was a cold set. But to go from that to that, and now coming back during the weekend, man, it's
that's full circle for real, man.
Absolutely,
yeah.
That's why I made it a point to come back.
That's what's up, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So my bad. You ain't even get to ask me a question.
It's all
I just
good.
started.
It's all good, man. That's what a sit down all about.
For sure.
So Shuler, I always like to go backwards, right? Let's go back to Sumter, South Carolina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk about the young kid, how you grew up, man. What was the neighborhood, school? Talk about the youngster.
Well, when I was 12, man, I started pimping. No, you know what I mean? Had the baddest hoes.
Right.
In Sumter. You
in
know
Sumter.
The baddest hoes. Man, shoot. Yeah, born and raised in Sumter, South Carolina. It's kind of the typical story, man. I grew up, you know what I mean, in a little kind of rough neighborhood. I seen a little bit of everything, you know what I mean? But I was one of the few kids that had a mother and a father.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was maybe 2 or 3 of us who had a daddy on the whole neighborhood. You know what I mean? I had a father. The kids down the street had a daddy, and you know what I mean. It was like everybody didn't have that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And and I'm just mentioning that because my father passed away last year. Outside of doing comedy, I grew up, both my parents, also in the funeral business. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother's a teacher, you know what I mean? But my father was a funeral director, but my mother's a funeral director too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up, you not understanding it as a child, but, when you grow up and we weren't rich, but we still had a sense of ownership. You know what I mean? Not really realizing it, but you come here, and this, the funeral home was actually started in 1947. So my great grandfather was the one that bought the land that they built it on. You know what I mean? So just growing up and having to learn a lot of this stuff and see a lot of this stuff, man, it's like as I grew older, I learned the sense of ownership and legacy, and black ownership and black legacy, and and you got to hold on to it, because now I want to position everything to where my children benefit from things, you know what I mean? But growing up, that's what I, came up learning. I was a typical kid, man, but I was always funny and loved to talk a lot of shit. I did, still like I do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cost me a couple times, got in a couple fights.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because of my mouth, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? But
you had siblings?
Yeah, man. I got 2 sisters and 2 brothers, actually. Okay. You know what I mean?
Where you fit in that tree?
In the middle.
Right in the middle.
In the middle child, man.
How about that?
In the middle child.
Did you have the middle child syndrome?
I don't even know what that is. I think all I know is that I don't look for attention, but I think that's part of middle child syndrome, look for attention. But I work a lot. Like I'm the one everybody call all the time. You know what I'm saying? You want to get something done, you know what I mean? They call me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I'm the one that everybody, you kind of, everybody's like, when you show up, everybody like, all right, cool, he here. Right. We straight. I can go, everybody, we can relax. He here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But I grew up, man. Me and my father took me and my brother into the funeral home, and, he showed us a lot of stuff, about the funeral home. And, when my mother's parents also had a small funeral home. It ended up closing in 94.
Okay.
And, but when she would take us up to Rock Hill, South Carolina, and, same thing, man. So, picking up bodies. I was 13, 14 the first time I ever picked up a body.
I was going to ask you that question.
Yeah, man. Went to go pick up a body, man. My daddy ain't even tell me that's what we was doing.
Really?
Yeah, he was just like, hey, I need you to help me do something. That
really?
was all he said.
Help me do something.
He didn't say, hey, we going to, like, I'm 4, you're my child. You don't just take no child to go pick up no dead body. You ain't give me no chance to try to prepare my nerves.
Right.
He ain't do none of that. He was just, hey, I need you to help me do something. Took me there, man. It was people all over the place, the family everywhere. It was a dead lady sitting in the chair. I ain't know she was dead, though, because nobody told me that's what we going to do. She's sitting in the chair. I thought the lady was asleep.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, I'm just noticing, like, that damn lady ain't breathing.
She ain't moved at
you know
all,
what I'm saying?
right?
Like, soon as I figure out this woman dead, he tapped me, hey, grab her legs. So, what the fuck? Hey, yeah, you mean grab her legs? Like, we ain't got no gloves on or nothing. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna ask a child to grab a dead woman's legs, and you ain't give me no gloves.
No one, no nothing.
Like, I'm just now, you imagine my nerve, but see, my father was old school.
Okay.
So that means you can't say, Daddy, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Because then, you know what I mean, your ass gonna be in the back of the hearse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm so scared. I'm more scared of him than I am the dead woman.
Gotcha.
So I had to grab her.
Yeah.
You know, I had to. I'm like, nigga, you don't know. It's about to be a catastrophe in this bitch.
Did your mom know what you were going to do?
Yeah, I'm sure she knew what the hell was going on. Cause listen, it was a setup, man. It was a damn setup, man. They knew. They knew it was like I was about to get hazed up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, man.
That's wild.
But I stuck with it. You know what I mean? My father would always say, man, hey, this is what I know. I can't teach you what I don't know. So this is what I know. This is what I'm teaching you. You know what I mean? So but yeah, that was a part of. I grew up, man, my folks came out the country, man. You know what I mean? Outside of that business, like, I probably was one of the few kids that knew how to, like, when I go to my grandparents' house, they make us, like, shell peas and shuck corn and all that. Like, not make us, like, I thought it was fun.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they bag it up, and my grandfather would always give us something, take us back home, you know what I mean? And we go back to the little hood, see niggas fighting in the street, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, like, we was just, you taking in so much, and you don't realize, you know what I mean, that you taking in all this stuff. I mean, a lot of my friends sold drugs. They, was in and out of jail. There was a lot of stuff that was going on around me, but I still had this other side, this family side, you know what I mean? And it was like a lot of chaos, drama, but it was still some of this structure, and I mean, man, it's a lot, it's a lot. But I look back on it and I be like, it's beautiful,
right?
Because I think about my grandparents and my parents, and I be like, damn, man, they really had this shit figured out. Like, you look at all this technology now and all that, man. Listen, if you know how to hunt, fish, and grow your own food, you don't need a damn thing.
You already had the curve.
Yeah, and they, like them old school folk, they knew that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's real.
The grocery store shut down, man, have everybody gonna die. You know what I mean? About 8/10 of the world gonna drop the hell dead, and everybody else be like, shit, we straight.
Yeah, that's how we move.
Yeah, we good. You know what I mean?
What kind of student were you in school?
Oh man, I was a solid C minus.
It's a solid
C minus. You understand what I'm saying? C's get degrees though. You know, all the way through college, I was solid C.
Yeah.
Cheated a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I cheated a couple times. You know what I mean? It's past the statute of limitations now. I remember one time, boy, I had a cheat sheet in my hat. And was wearing it. That's when T.I. was out. He was hot then. I had my shit cocked to the side like Tip. And my teacher was like, why do I see the young men wearing hats like that? And I adjusted it. That damn cheat sheet rolled out. When I almost had a heart attack, man. I grabbed that piece of paper. When I said, all right, I'm going to see you later, I turned the corner and broke out into a full sprint.
Really?
I was like, I don't want this heifer to turn that corner and be like, excuse me, let me know.
Right, I'm out of here.
Out of there. Out of there. It was a final exam. I was like, bitch, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
Catch me if you can.
You can't prove it, you can't move it.
Right. So were you like a class clown in school?
Nah, man, I wasn't. My mother was a high school teacher, right?
Okay.
So she taught high school and she taught part-time at Morris College, the college in something, man. So I couldn't be the class clown because I get fucked up. Like my mother would, she whooped that ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I ain't talking about no belt neither. Like she haul off and jaw your ass.
Yeah.
So, I knew not that, I knew I'd get it worse than anybody else. So, I mean, I might act up a little bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But,
You do your boundary, huh?
No. You don't know how many times, when your mama a teacher, that's a lot more pressure, man.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, nigga. You get in trouble in school and your mama come down and say, now I'm out here trying to tell these damn kids how to act, and my own son acting a goddamn fool. Man, I heard that a few times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Acting a damn fool. Your black ass, so yeah, I couldn't act up like that.
Yeah.
I couldn't act up, man.
Did you do any sports?
Man, when I was real young, I was in middle school.
Okay.
I did sports. I played football 7th, 8th grade, and then the summer of 9th grade, everybody hit a growth spurt except me. So I like, well, that's the end of that.
That's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap. I ain't, you know what I mean? Everybody else came back 6 feet.
Yeah.
I was the same size I was in 8th grade. So well, you know what, fellas, I think y'all might well hang my jersey up. Hell, I think I'm done.
No, officially retired.
Yeah, ain't no point. I was 100 and I might have been 105 pounds
Oh, wow.
in high school. 9th grade coming in, man, hell no.
Yeah.
And you 105?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
these boys done ballooned up to $175, $185. These niggas look like they been in the field all damn day. Nah, bro, I'm good. And then the crazy thing about it was, when we was younger in 7th, 8th grade, I was getting them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they had my little ass at linebacker. So I was, popping them. Man, they came back damn near 200 pounds. Nah, y'all ain't,
You don't get no revenge
I know
on
it's
me.
about 5 of y'all that really want me. No, sorry. I'm good.
Right.
Ain't knocking my damn head off.
I know that's right. So where'd you go into college at?
University of South Carolina.
Okay.
University of South Carolina, right there in Columbia. I did 2 years in something, and I transferred to Columbia. Players Don't Make It South Fire, 2007, you know what I mean? Shout out to the frat. I see you.
Yeah, man, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, but hey, man, at this age, it's all Greek.
Yeah, it's all
good
Greek
at this point.
Good.
You know what I mean?
It ain't nothing but love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but love. Nah, man, but players there.
How was that for you? The experience.
It was cool. It was cool. It had its good and its bad. You know what I'm saying? We had some experiences. They were, when you go to a PWI, as a black student, you know what I mean? It's just being real. This is all documented. You know what I mean? There are certain instances where they kind of let you know that you ain't one of us. You know what I mean? As far as the students, the staff and the school never did, but some of the students did certain things. There was one time, this was right before I played, the frat was about to get a house in what they have, the Greek village, where all the fraternities and sororities have all the white ones. Yeah. And they were about to be the first black fraternity to have a house in the Greek village, and they were one of the fraternities, or it was a few of them, or the sororities were making a bunch of comments on some page that they didn't think we knew about, and they were like, we don't want them N-words coming here, and them black. Somebody said something about we gonna throw a bunch of cotton in the yard and take pictures of them picking it up, and I mean, this is all kind of racist things, and it got exposed. You know what I mean? So so it was certain things that and not to harp on the bad, because I did have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of drinking. You know what I'm saying? A lot of whole lot of. But I will say, you know what I mean, for culture and the betterment of, my community. Nothing against nobody, you know what I mean? I want my kids to go wherever they feel comfortable. But my wife went to Winston-Salem State. She went to HBCU. Okay. So I would probably encourage my kids, to say, hey, the money needs to be circulated in our community to strengthen our community. You know what I mean? So that's not against anybody else. It's just saying, hey, I look at us as the, I'm segueing into, you know what I mean, just adding on to your question, but I look at our community as the, I keep hitting that. I can look at our community as the sick child. You know what I'm saying? Like if America is a mother and it has 4 or 5 children. You know what I mean? You got the whites, the Indians, the Asians, the this, that, and whatever. And the black child, you know, might be the sick child. And the sick child needs a little bit more attention than the children that are healthy.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah, so, you know, and we are the ones who have the remedy to heal ourselves and circulate our money and say we need to start building our own hospitals and making sure that we do the things that we need to do, our own banks and all that stuff that what we need to do in order to get ourselves, and you know,
a little healthy.
Yeah, get healthy.
I like that.
Because we can do that.
I like that.
Yeah, man.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's good stuff there.
Yeah.
So, Shuler, tell us a little bit about where the comedy bug came from.
Oh, man. I told you, I was talking shit ever since I was a kid. My mama tell you, even motherfucker was funny when he was little.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just tell jokes all the damn time, man. And I always got this feeling, man. I love to make people feel good and laugh. You know, that's just me. Loved it. Okay. You know, so when I got about 18, 19, I was working part-time at this music store. And this is 2004. Guy came in. This promoter named Ike. I've never seen this guy after this. His name was Ike. And he was promoting a comedy show. It wasn't, he had a flyer. The flyer was on a yellow sheet of paper, like typing paper. It was yellow with the ink was black. That let you know where we at, the time frame we in, right?
Yeah.
And Barbara Carlisle was on there. Barbara Carlisle was the headliner.
Okay.
Shout out to Barbara. Me and Barbara still good. Big Kenny was the host.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? And rest in peace to this guy. The feature was Sugar Bear.
Is that right?
Yeah, kid you not. And Big Kenny and Barbara Carlisle will confirm this story. I was working at the music store. For those of you children, millennials that are watching this, that will be watching this, they used to have to sell music. It was a store in the mall where you'd have to go in there and actually buy the music. Like it wasn't on no phone. We didn't have no phone then.
Right.
Phones just came out. There was an actual place called a music store where you could get cassettes and CDs. You can look all this stuff up. I'm not lying. You need to Google cassette tape, and all kind of shit will pop up. It was a cassette tape you used to get, and sometimes they had a vinyl like this. You'd be amazed at the shit. They used to put music on plastic, and you had to buy the plastic, and it had a music on there, and you'd be able to just Google it.
Right.
Trust me, it's true.
It's there.
It's true. It's true. It actually happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was working in a music store. Ike came in promoting the show. I started aggravating him so much because everybody kept telling me, hey, man, you need to be a comedian. So I started, hey, man, what about this? What about that? And he was like, man, you a comedian or something? And before I could say no, the girl I was working with was like, yeah, he is. And I was like, well, I'm thinking about it. He wrote his number down on the flyer, said, if you figure out whether you are or not, give me a call. So I was like, all right, cool. I waited a day. And I was so damn nervous. I picked up the phone, told him, I was like, man, yeah, I think I wanna give it a shot. He said, all right, cool, I'll give you 3 minutes. All right, see you Saturday. Hung up. As soon as I hung up the phone, I said, why in the hell did I just do that? I mean, I was so nervous. I mean, just nervous thinking about it.
Right.
But immediately after that, like I just started writing. Like I had never written jokes before, but they just started flowing. They just started coming. And I would write jokes, the way I would write jokes in the beginning, I would write them verbatim. Like I would write down when I would breathe. I would be like, I'm serious. I would be like, I'm gonna say this, and this, pause, breathe, and then say it, because I had to. So, you know what I mean? I remember I went up there, it was at the Shaw Air Force Base at the NCO Club. And I was so nervous about my little 3 minutes. Big Kenny went up there, and you know what I mean. Of course, he did his thing, and you know, he lied and told everybody that I had been doing colleges and clubs across the state. Man,
Right.
He gonna come bless the stage. I mean, you know, he did me a favor, because you know what I mean. So, you know, when I got up there, I did my little 3 minutes. I remember I stood perfectly still. Because I knew if I moved a step over, up, anywhere, I was going to forget everything I was going to say. So I was like, I stood perfectly still, and I got some laughs, got out of there, and they were like, you know, they could tell that, you know, I was brand new. So, you know, but after that, man, that was it. Like I had to drive everywhere to, because ain't no club, so I had to drive to Charlotte, drive to Atlanta, drive to Columbia, drive all these different places, man. So
So, what did your parents think when you told them that you were looking to do comedy?
They were supportive, man.
Really?
They were supportive, man. I mean, like, your father's different. He was supportive, but he was like, all right, nigga, let me see.
Right.
You know what I mean, nigga? You talking about it. All right. Shit. Okay. I mean, your mama, well, baby, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
Man, I must, your mama just in there because she's a nurturer. Your daddy, he more like the world. Like, all right, you had to show me. I ain't gonna just support your stupid ass. Goddamn comedy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But then, and when he started seeing it, and I'm glad that he was able to see not only, just he saw the whole process and the transition and you know what I mean? And I loved him for it. You know what I mean? I appreciated that.
Yeah.
It meant a hell of a lot because it's different when your father give you that nod.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, nigga, you on my level now. Even when I told my father that I proposed to my wife, my non-wife, when I called him and told him, he told me, he said, well, you don't need my approval. You already got my approval as a man. You know what I mean? So,
that meant a lot to you.
Oh man, like that was big.
Yeah,
that was big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For somebody to, for the man to look at you and say, "Nah, you got it.
That's what's up.
You got my approval." That's all I needed to hear. If I don't hear shit else,
yeah,
I got that.
So, are you currently? Do you intend to plan the pattern your parenthood? Like, is it kind of instilled in you based on how you were raised?
Yeah, man, might as well. You see, it worked.
Yeah,
work halfway. The only thing about it, man, is got these girls, and I'm realizing that I'm a bitch. I'm figuring this part out because I need a son, so I can not be such of a bitch. Because my daughter got me, and I rap nothing. I can't do nothing. She just me one of them looks. I fall apart. Man, take all the money. I ain't got.
Say straight girl dad.
Oh man, and then it's about to be two of them. Man.
Right.
I'm like, well, this is it. I know I ain't. I thought I was all right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a little tough. Just grew up in a rough neighborhood and been in a couple of fights and shit.
Right.
Out here in the world, you know what I mean? Straight bitch. Straight bitch.
So let me ask this real quick. You said you worked at a record store.
Yeah.
So you didn't immediately go into the funeral business.
No.
And why not?
I was like, I never got hired. To this day, I've never been hired. You know what I mean? I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I was voluntold.
Right, voluntold.
Yeah, I was voluntold. It wasn't because when we were kids, man, we used to come over there, when we visit our grandparents, the old school way. The funeral home is downstairs, but a lot of black businesses, they lived upstairs.
Okay.
So that was the situation. So when we came home, we vacuumed down there. We my father, we just did work. We washed cars and all, take out trash, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just small things, and then it just grew. The responsibility just grew over time.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Man.
How was it with the kids growing up though, knowing that you had a funeral home at the crib?
Yeah, man. I mean, they used to ask me the same damn questions all the time.
Yeah.
Man, do the dead people sit up? Shit. Hell no, they don't sit up. I'm like, you think it'd be all these black people in the funeral business, them damn people move? I think it'd probably be one black funeral home on earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let somebody move.
Yeah.
Nigga, we out of here.
We out of here.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? They move. Move where?
Move where?
Yeah, how you gonna have a whole funeral? Cause they could be lying. Man, I was at a funeral and the man moved. The body sat up. Shit. As who funeral was it?
Who funeral was it?
Cause you know damn well if the body moved, you gonna remember who funeral it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'd be like, nigga, I was at Johnny Wilson funeral.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
They had the funeral right there
You're
at
right.
Mount Zion. That mother Johnny sat his ass up. I got the fuck out of there. I don't want to see Johnny. I don't want to see his family no more.
Right.
That man, that changed your whole life.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, you see Johnny's wife. You been go the other way, man. Fuck them people. I don't want nothing to do with them. God damn it, Johnny sat up. Fuck y'all. I don't want to talk to y'all.
I know that's right.
Yeah, man. So no, man. They be asking me that type of stuff.
Gotcha.
Like, man, ain't them bodies ain't moving, man. Hell no. I'd have made a new damn doorway in this bitch.
Is that new doorway?
Yeah. Be a new hole in the wall. Shit.
I know that's right.
You find that you can follow that trail of piss. That's
Yeah.
where I am.
So, at what point were you on stage and you was like, "This is it, man. This is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life"?
I can't remember the particular date, but I knew I was at the Comedy House Theater, my home club, man.
Okay.
And I was just like, I just remember like I was just in the groove, you know what I mean? One of them first times I was just in and got one of them big laughs, and I was like, what the hell was that? You know what I mean? It just I just knew I just couldn't, like, P, you know this. You just can't get away from it. It's something about it, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't got really nothing to do with the money it ain't really that. It's just, you know, because we do this for free. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that you see is making a little bit of money, that man, years of free.
Yeah.
Because it's something that you just can't pull yourself away from.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't right if you ain't doing this. You know what I mean? Your attitude, your spirit off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you know what I mean? When you, this is what you do. So, you know, when your girlfriends and wives, like, what the fuck wrong with you? Hey, bitch, I need to get on stage. I need to tell some jokes.
Right.
Before, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not right. It's just an imbalance. And that's your gift.
Gotcha.
So I don't know exactly when it was, but I just knew there was a point where I just,
This is it.
yeah, I just couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't walk away and just be like, oh man, I don't think it. Nah,
Gotcha.
It's for me.
It's for me.
Yeah, this is me. And I got to a point where I said to God, long story short, I just said, you know what, God, it don't matter to me what you do with me. I know this is what you want me to do, so I'm going to just do this. If you want me to stay virtually unknown, if I never get on TV, if I never, you know, make any significant amount of money, I really don't even care. I just want to do what you want me to do. You bless me however you want to bless me. And before that, my mentality, I was chasing after money and fame and this, that, and what, because I was supposed to be funny. I'm talented.
Right.
So when I got matured to the mindset where I said that and I had that prayer, everything that I used to chase after, God just laid it at my feet. He was like, now you ready. You know what I'm saying? When you put me first and do what I tell you to do, this is a side effect.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And, you know, it can go up, down, whatever. As long as I'm doing what God want me to do, I'm straight. I ain't worrying about all the rest of it, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man.
So, are there any comedians in the area that kind of took you under their wing? Like, who did you like?
No, I was by myself. I learned all this shit. No, nah. I mean, I learned a lot, like from a lot of people. You know what I mean? I've been around a few comedians. Like I didn't grow up watching Eddie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a Comic View baby.
Okay.
I grew up watching both. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that was, you know, and I keep shouting you out because you know what I'm saying? Like as a comic, like, you know, we in a weird place where people be like, oh man, nigga, these young niggas got it. No, man, no, you standing on people's shoulders. You know what I'm saying? You standing on Tyler Craig's shoulders. You understand?
Yeah.
Bo P, you know what I mean? Damon Williams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They was the ones I was watching.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The D.L. Hugleys and Those was the ones, the Cedrics. You know, I didn't come on. You know what I mean? Eddie was already Eddie when I came in the world.
Right.
I mean, later on, I saw Eddie and Richard and Red Fox and Miles Mabley because I became a student of the game.
Okay.
But my foundation is them and
Gotcha.
Bernie and Steve, and that's the foundation that I'm coming from. So learning from them, watching them, and then later on, you know what I mean, I got a chance to work with, you know, Pierre and then Capone. And Capone was one of the few comics that actually took me under his wing. Was like, hey, man, got you some shows, you know, come holler at me. And then when I went to California for a little while, J. Anthony Brown definitely looked out. Me and Jay is still friends to this day. J. Anthony Brown, definitely. I was living in San Diego, driving up to L.A. to do the J spot and all that stuff. And when Jay found out that I was driving up there, because, you know, the hosts get paid like $25 out there, he told the girl, he never told me. All he did was ask me, they tell me you driving up from San Diego. I was like, yeah. He was like, all right. And then I came up to host a feature or something, just to perform. And, you know, if you perform, you get $50. If you host, you get $25. And I think I was performing. Instead of giving me the $50, he told the girl at the front to pay me $100 because he found out that I was driving 2.5 hours to come.
Really?
He never discussed it with me.
Gotcha.
He just said, here.
Gotcha.
And, like, it was just a, you know what I mean? So, you know, and Jay is solid.
Yeah.
Jay's solid, man.
That's
you know
good
what I mean?
stuff.
I don't have, you know, you can't say nothing bad about that. I don't know how nobody else, what relationship they got with him, but Jay all the way solid, man.
That's
And I get to see, you know, I got to be around comedians that, you know, everybody else just now seeing. You know, I got a chance to be around London Brown out there in L.A., you know what I mean? The Hot Sauce, the what's my man? Because we all did a showcase together. Damn, why is his name slipping? Shoot, nah, I'm tripping now. I'm just, you know, that's gonna come to me. It's gonna come to me. I know he was in Get Out.
Star Get Out?
No, he didn't star in Get Out. He was one of the best. I think it was Steve Brown. What's up, Steve? What's up, man? You know, this is one of my good partners here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? But yeah, Lil Rel. I was Lil Rel. It was Lil Rel.
Okay.
I remember, like, you know, being, you know, Lil Rel at showcases and all that stuff, man. I remember all that stuff, man.
Okay.
So now, you know, when you fast forward to now and you see that these guys out here making deals and doing all this stuff, man,
So I'm back in the day.
yeah, it's like, man, I got a couple of pictures of some of these dudes, man. All of us look like jitterbugs, man. All of us. I'd be like, God damn, we was young. Man.
Right.
You know, and we was broke as hell.
Right.
But we was having fun. That was the most fun time.
What was the first big stage you were on? When you sit back like, man, look at this.
Tonight. The first big stage? It was probably when J. Anthony Brown put me on the Tom Jones and Family Reunion. That was the first time I was on a huge stage with all these people, you know what I mean? And I was nervous as hell, you know what I'm saying? But I still did my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was real nervous.
Gotcha.
But I still did my thing, though. You know, it was cool, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that was the first time I was just like,
The wow moment.
Yeah. I was a jitterbug then, man. I used to wear, you know, I always wore the tuxedo, man. My tuxedo was kind of big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little lad, like 125 pounds. My damn tuxedo was kind of big, shit was a little baggy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like MC Hammer on Easter Sunday, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? But I was just, you know, just happy to be there, man.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, that experience, when he asked me to do it, I had just got back from California.
Okay.
So I'm broke. Like I told myself, I said, if I get down there, I just got enough money to get back home, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't about to be out here doing this homeless shit. So I drove back. By the time I got back home, I had $12 and a broken BlackBerry.
Really?
Broke as hell, man. I broke. So any little bit of money, that any little opportunity, I was trying to work, stack my money back up. And Jay Niel, his assistant, called me and was like, Jay, won't you do Tom Jones? Yes.
Right. Right away.
Yes. I'll fucking do it. Yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? They sent me the contract. I did not read one word of that goddamn contract.
It didn't
I
matter.
signed. I was like, whatever they paying me is more than what I got right now. So, you know what I mean? I didn't even know how much I was getting paid. They had the per diems, the arrangement. I didn't know nothing. Wow. All I knew was I'm signing it. I'm going to figure it out. It was in Orlando. I don't know nothing, man. They sent me. That was the first time I ever got a deposit. I ain't never got a deposit book. All before my money was, in hand, cash. Like, yeah, man, just appreciate you.
Right.
Little $50, $100, $25, $75. You know what I mean? Man, they sent me a check, $250. Oh shit! I got the $250. Bitch. It's a wrap, nigga. Hey, I'm back in the game. They FedEx me a check for $250. I'm back in the game.
I'm back in the game.
I'm finna to go ahead and cop me a half a kilo now, right now. I'm about to take over the streets. It's over. It's a wrap. So I'm thinking that's my money.
Mm-hmm.
$250. How long they done paid me early? I'm straight.
I'm
okay,
good.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I put my little DVDs that I used to. Comedians used to sell DVDs for the young people, for the millennials. The DVD is a disc, it's a circle, it's a plastic circle. We used to sell our set, you know what I mean, $10 or $20 after the show. You know what I mean? If you was good, you could sell it for $20.
Right.
You had to be really good to sell it for $20. You know what I mean? So I stacked up, baby, as many DVDs as I could, man. I went up there, did my little 5-minute set. You know what I mean? I get off stage. You know what I mean? And I'm selling my DVDs after the time. I done made, I made some money, man. And Niel, I'm about to leave. Cause I had a 6 a.m. flight. So I'm about to go. Niel was like, hey, dude, like, wait, hold on, wait. Is that the office? Yeah.
That's just loud, folks.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready to leave. And Niel said, hey, don't leave just yet. We got to give you the rest of your money. The rest?
The rest? There's more?
The rest of my money? It's the rest.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was my first time getting a per diem. I didn't even know what that was. They were like, here, you can eat. I'm like, we get to eat? On y'all?
So let's get this clear, right?
Oh, shit. I'm like, what is this? Am I dead? Like, this must be heaven. Because I don't, I ain't know nothing, man.
Yeah.
You're just young and you just want to do it. So you're just young and you know what I mean? You don't know shit. So I didn't know. I flew to Orlando, and my dumb ass didn't even think about how I was gonna get to the hotel. First of all, I didn't even know what hotel we were staying at. And I didn't even know how I was getting there until I'm walking the baggage claim. I'm walking the baggage. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna? How am I get to the hotel? I don't even know what hotel. I start trying to go back through the emails. My stupid ass. I'm like, I signed that contract so fast. I don't know shit.
They didn't read nothing.
Man, I'm coming down the escalator. It's a dude holding a sign with my name on it. I'm like, oh shit! Oh, thank God. Right. I don't know. This man might be a damn rapist or some shit. I don't know. This motherfucker might be trying to take me and take my manginity. You know? I don't know. We get in the little Lincoln. You know, he drive me to the Gaylord Palms, and see then. You know, the fancier the name of the hotel, the shittier the hotel is. You know what I mean? I said, where we staying? Because I'm thinking, I know I'm not staying with J. Anthony Brown and them staying.
Right.
I know they got me at the Motel 4.
Right.
They got me sleeping in the swamp. Ain't no way they got me sleeping where the alligators sleeping at. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got me. I know they got me in some bullshit.
Right.
Oh, man, they took me to the Gaylord Palms. I was like, oh, Lord, what the hell is the Gaylord Palms? Nigga, he made a turn. He said, this is the hotel. This is a resort.
Oh,
Ain't never been to a resort. You know what I mean?
Wow.
This place looked like Zamunda. I was like, nigga, what the hell? Man, they were like feeding alligators in the middle of the lobby. Like they had an alligator show where they fed the alligators. They had a restaurant that was a boat floating on the water in the lobby. I'm like, nigga, how long I can stay for, how long am I gonna be here?
Right.
I don't want to leave.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Jay, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah, cause you asked me about a mentor. I keep going into these stories, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, man.
So you came through this era, or you didn't come through. You kind of like fell into the social media era, and but you have been one of the ones who really utilized it to your benefit. How did you get into it?
Hey, man, I caught the late wave. I tell you that. That's what happened, man, because when I came in, the conventional way was you know what I mean, go around to the clubs, travel, do this, do that, and just be seen, be visible. The next thing you know, damn phones and shit stuff. I'm like, you know, and, you know, you just start to see these promoters start calling less and less. And you're like, what the hell going on? Right. I know I'm getting funnier, but the calls are starting to, you know what I mean? Everything is about, hey, man, how many followers? Ain't nobody following me. What the fuck are you talking about? Right. Like, what do you mean? Like, I thought it was weird. Like, I don't understand this shit. And then, I moved down here, you know, and I'm trying to get into it. And, man, I met Desi Banks. You know what I'm saying? I meet Desi. And at the time when I met that, me and Desi met at acting class. Okay. You know, shout out to Dwayne Boyd, acting coach. Desi got 250,000 followers at the time. And I'm like, damn, nigga, how'd you do that? And, you know, and he just like, Desi's, we really, you know, just had a relationship, man. Like, he really, really, really became, we was cool. Next thing you know, we like brothers, man. You know what I mean? That's my guy, man. But he showed me some of the stuff, man. And that humbled me for him to show me some stuff. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Because he was like, you know, I learned that he came to me and was like, bruh, you really are good at this stand-up shit. I want to get good like you. And I was like, nigga, I want to be good at social media like you. And we switched. Gotcha. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know, and you see his social media is crazy. It's crazy. You know what I mean? And now he's doing stand-up, and he really dedicated himself to that, or is still dedicating himself to that, man. And I told him, I said, bro, you're going to be good because you're naturally funny. You know what I mean? And he's, you know, Des is just, you know, lightning in a bottle, man. So, you know, and people, you know what I mean, with like kids be like, you know Desi? I be like, yeah, I know the motherfucker. You want a picture with me? Because he ain't here. You know what I'm saying? But no, yeah, Desi is dope. But he taught me, and I had to learn, you know, like, just because you older than somebody and you got certain experiences at certain things, that don't mean that, you know, that you're not supposed to listen to the things that they know. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I learned that young people have knowledge, but older people got wisdom. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference, you know what I mean? Like a young person, they can show you how to operate the new car, but the old man know the road. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can get a lot further just if y'all listen to each other. You know what I mean? Gotcha. I'm dropping some shit on you, boy.
You dropping some jewels. So,
Steve?
So your concept of, like, you know, your big social media thing is, you know, you seeing something and just talking about it. Where'd that come from?
Man, honestly, it was circumstances, man. Okay. I moved back home because I needed hernia surgery. Okay. So there was nobody to work with. I used to do little skits and stuff, you know what I mean, and I had other people to work with because there's so much talent down here. Went back home, I'm like, man, I ain't got nobody to work with. I'm in Sumter again. Right. Cause I got to get hernia surgery, and I knew I live by myself. I'm like, shit, ain't nobody gonna take care of me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm back home, and I just started doing it in the car because I knew the car got good acoustics. Okay. So I started doing it in the car. Okay. I figured I don't know. I just started doing shit. And what I kind of stuck with it because me talking, you know what I mean? If I talk long enough, it's gonna get funny. Okay. So, like, I remember I did one video that did 1 million, but it was just me talking. It wasn't a skit. It was just me talking. So I said, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if it worked. And then it wasn't, everything wasn't a hit. It was like, it a hit, and then something did and then one thing hit, and the next thing you know, and then I did the one about Donald Trump not getting invited to the royal wedding, and that bitch blew up. And it was like, but I had to learn how to develop the consistency. Okay. So when it blew up, I knew how to just keep going. Gotcha. You know what I mean? So that's what happened. Gotcha. Yeah.
So how did you feel, man, when you saw it just blowing up and you started seeing all these followers and and just gaining that thing, man? What was that like?
Man, listen, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I was good for about 2 days.
Okay.
And then anxiety started setting in.
Really?
Hell yeah, man. Like, you know, I get, because now it set in like, nigga, 1 million people know who you are. And you don't know none of these people.
Right.
Just 1 million people know who you are. And then, you know, that's when I realized, like, the life that I knew, the life I was used to,
yeah,
gone. It was over with, just like that.
Just like that.
Just like that, because I kept fucking talking. and now, what you've been praying for actually happened now, it's like, it's intimidating. Scary as hell. You know what I mean? I had to deal with that. I had to deal with the anxiety, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I had to deal with one person, one of my good friends, man, became a good friend, Antonio Tarver.
Boxer?
You know, the boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met, and we met at a good time, because I was dealing with my anxiety, and some close people to him had passed right after we met. So we would just sit on the phone for an hour and a half every time we talked. And he would talk about his stuff, and I'd talk about mine. And that's how we became friends.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So he, you know, him dealing with the death and me being a funeral director and just being able to talk to him or just listen to him.
Gotcha.
And then him being a person of, you know, having the popularity and stuff and being able to relate to what I was dealing with, it's helped me deal with my anxiety.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you how amazed were you, man, when you started realizing I'm getting checks from me talking, doing what I love to do?
Man, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was happy at every level.
Okay.
I remember I did a show in Houston, I think. First time I'd ever been out there. And you know, we did a show. The show ain't really sell out or nothing, but they were like, yeah, man, we made $1,200. We made $1,200. $1,200. I was like, oh yeah, nigga, ain't no turning back now. Nigga, I did $1,200, man, because you know I was just used to certain stuff.
Yeah.
So I ain't never made $1,200 in a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$1,200. You know, shit. Run it back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Run this shit. You know what I'm talking about, Chief Keef shit. Chief Keef over there. Nah, man. Yeah, so I was just like, you know, happy on every
Gotcha.
every peer. And it wasn't, I mean, it still really ain't about, like, I want to take care of my family. I continue to take care of my family. So the money is important, but, you know, it's the love of the game.
Right.
It's the love of the game, man.
Gotcha.
You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what helps me get on stage when I'm sick, when my throat hurt, when I'm going through personal shit. You know what I'm saying? I still got to do my thing. Steve, me and you done had some conversation. Boy, I done had to call Steve. Hey, boy, hey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and Steve had some conversation not too long ago. I had to, hey, man, listen, bro. Oh, shit.
That's what's up.
I think,
Yeah.
oh, man, I done messed up this time. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you're going through all of that,
Yeah.
and, you know, still, that stage is still there. So,
Still there.
yeah.
That's
so,
what's
you know,
up.
yeah.
So when you look at your journey thus far, what is it that you are still looking to do that you haven't accomplished yet? What's like your future goals in this game?
Television show, movies. I want to do, you know, big tours, put my friends on, you know what I mean, and have my friends, just to be able to just make money and have fun with my friends and, you know, produce things and just, it's so many things that I want to do. I mean, ain't no point in stopping. Why not have my own studio like Tyler Perry and just, you know, carve out my own piece of land and just, you know, produce movies, just be able to just, you know, just shit, man, you know. Why not?
Why not?
Position myself where I'm like, shit, man, everybody I know, you know, you don't have to beat down anybody else's door. You know, we can make some millions.
Gotcha.
And I ain't got to step over nobody.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more money in actually helping people than it is stealing from them.
How about that?
It's more money in helping people Like, and that's why I tell, like, I know I got to go on stage in a little bit. We may in a minute. But I tell, like, other comics, all that riffing and beefing and over petty stuff, don't do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because let's say me and you comedians, you know what I mean? And we just a couple of years in, we brand new, right? You know, and we beef over some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Now, 20 years from now, you are a film director. You know what I mean? Like Robert Townsend.
Right.
You a film director. You had your comedy career, but now you directing, you producing all that stuff. And now I'm over here doing my thing too. But now I've written the next best thing to Black Panther. I got $1 billion script right here, but nobody want to hear what I got to say. And I could have just come to you because you got the pull that I need.
Right.
But I can't come to you because
beefing over some
we was
BS.
beefing over some stupid shit when we was kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real.
And I got something that could have made both of us, you know what I mean, take care of our families for the rest, you know what I mean, generational wealth.
Wow.
Like, we could have been eating forever off of this. Like, man, I'm telling you.
Right,
Because
right.
that's what Leonardo DiCaprio and what's my boy name? Who's his best friend? You know what I mean? It's Leonardo DiCaprio and my boy who plays Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you know, they like this.
Yeah.
And then they got their own production company, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've been boys since like the Mickey Mouse Club and
Right,
shit.
right.
You know what I mean? All of them, you know, Justin Timberlake, all of them come out of that. You know, so that's what I'm saying. They making money together, and look at what the work that they doing.
That's
you know
facts.
what I'm saying?
That's
because
facts.
they've been kicking it
That's
since they
facts.
was little boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they just like, hey man, I wrote this script. What you think about this?
Yeah.
Or we can like, why we can't get together and just write something?
That's right.
Ain't enough money. Shit.
That's right.
You know?
No, that's
you
facts.
rather have 100% of nothing.
To continue some
than
silly
50%
beef, right?
of, you know what I mean, of $1 million. Nigga, come on, man.
So based on that, real quick, what's your thoughts right now? Because recently, you know, Kevin Hart, Uptown getting together and doing Comic View. What's your thoughts on them bringing Comic View back?
And fuck Kevin. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. I've never met Kevin. No, I think it's dope, man. If they got the winning formula for that show,
Okay.
because, which is, to me, let the comedians be who they are. Don't water down, you know, because that's what killed Comic View. Watering it down, not allowing real comedians to get up there and be funny.
Gotcha.
That was one of the things, and also not incorporating social media into it. Social media will play a huge part in this.
Sure.
If they don't have, Kevin Hart and everybody that he's working with has that pull. You know, it's that viral. Like I posted something and it went viral, and then it's that other machine behind it that's putting it out in front of everybody.
Right.
If that machine doesn't get behind Comic View to put these little clips out, the little snippets out in front of everybody,
Sure.
to promote it properly, it ain't gonna work.
Gotcha.
They got to be able to see it on the reels. Little 15 seconds of you just saying some funny shit,
Right.
and it's like, oh, okay. Damn, we got to see Comic View.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I'm just saying, that's how 50 Cent is pushing that power. Everybody love power because it's everywhere. It ain't
Everywhere.
just on TV. It's on social media.
That's right.
It's everywhere. It's
That's
a
right.
machine behind that, cutting up all the clips, putting out the reels.
Facts.
It's all on YouTube. It's all on every platform. If they don't do that,
Gotcha.
it ain't gonna work.
All right, last question, man. We'll get you out of here.
Cool.
You know, I do a classic conversations on Tuesday night, man, and we always end it with a top 5. So with that being said, give me your top 5 comedy shows of all time.
Comedy shows?
Comedy shows,
All
TV
right,
shows,
all right,
top 5.
like top 5 comedy shows, the best comedy show, period.
Top 5 comedy shows, TV shows of all time, period.
Oh, TV show.
TV shows.
Oh, okay. I think Martin got to be a number 1.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's my personal favorite because Martin, I don't think he gets the respect he deserves. He don't get the shine he deserves. Martin played damn near everybody on the show. You understand? Martin played about 7, 8 characters
Right.
on the show.
Right.
And he was funny with all of them. He
Facts.
played himself, his mama,
Shanae.
Shanae. He played
Police,
all
everything,
these damn.
everybody.
You know how much of a genius you got to be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the regular motherfucker bipolar.
Right.
This nigga got 8 characters living inside of him. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got Martin, I would say the Jeffersons.
Okay.
You got Good Times. You got, oh my gosh, man, there's so many. Like you can,
Two more.
Let me see. TV shows. I said Good Times.
Martin Jefferson's Good Times.
Dang, but I'm drawing a blank. Well, who else would be just a good ass TV show? Huh? Who? Sanford and Son. Hell yeah, my granddaddy used to watch Sanford and Son all the time. Got to be Sanford and Son. Yeah,
one more.
Right.
One more.
Sanford and Son. What else? Oh yes, Cosby Show.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good 5.
Yeah, solid.
Solid
Cosby.
5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Shuler, man, I just want to thank you for the time, man, to sit down at Uptown, brother. You know what I mean? And we know you about to go back out here and rock again.
I think so.
You know?
What time is it?
Yeah. I think the feature ain't even on yet, but you good. But man, I appreciate you, brother.
No, man, appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
It is to sit down at Uptown with man Shulerking.